What's up, people? What's going on, man? This your boy Steve.
It's Freaky Friday, baby. It's Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday, and that's my brother AB on the other side, man. Freaky Friday.
You're getting freaky tonight, Steve. What's going on?
Man, the topic that we covering, we have to get freaky, essentially. We got no choice.
I think we might have to tell like our freakiest stories or one freak. Have you ever have you ever went to a Victoria's Secret store?
I have. I have more than once. But
Who was it? Who
it's
was it?
not
Who was it for though? That's the real question here. Who was it for yourself?
honestly it was for your no, no,
Whoa. We're not trying to get
no.
canceled with the first
Uh,
second, okay?
I know, right? I was about to do it. But I'll tell you though, man, as a guy, I didn't feel comfortable going to Victoria's Secret though. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable. I think it's a women's store. I know guys go there to shop and all that, and that's what I was doing. But I didn't really feel comfortable. You know what I mean?
Man, every time I go to the mall, I gotta stop by. You know what I'm saying?
No way! You're
Every time
lying.
I walk by, I'm like, let me see what kind of, what kind of new material they got. I gotta check the inventory.
Yo, my boy's doing research out here,
You
huh?
know what I'm saying? Hey, I had to go today. Nah, I wish I had to go today, check it out for the show tonight.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. I mean, for today, I actually wouldn't blame you if you went there. You know what I'm saying? Did some R&D. You know what I'm saying? Some investigation. But we got some people on the live, man. Welcome, y'all.
Yo, my peoples, drop a name. Say what's up. Say what's up, guys. It's Freaky Friday. Are you getting freaky tonight? What's
Yeah,
going
we.
on? You got your Victoria's Secret on tonight, or what?
So I want to gauge also the viewers. Is Victoria's Secret still popping? Like, is this still a thing? Like, do women still go out to the store to get Victoria's Secret, or is there like another competitor that you guys go to? What's the current like? What's the overall feel for you guys, man?
I think Rihanna got something.
A Victoria's Secret, or are you talking about she has a
Like
her
I
own
think her
line?
her line.
Yeah, that's true.
Riri. I think what is it? What do they call
Fenty,
this?
Fenty.
No, what is this industry called? They have a name for this.
Oh, really?
It's
Not lingerie, like something.
Nah, it's not lingerie. They have a name for it, but let's see.
Really? Okay.
Riri night sexy clothing. Let's see if that pulls up. Yeah, savage. Let's see. Yeah.
Savage
Savage.
Fenty. And we covered this. I know Rihanna is an owner, but the main controlling owner is the company that we covered the other day, which is LVMH, who owns Louis Vuitton. Just as a side note, guys.
Wait a minute, but this website is not looking too sexy. I don't
No,
know.
it's not, bro. I think I saw
Hold
some
up.
men too. Did I see men's? Like, what's going on
Yo,
out here?
wait. Where's the video, man? I'm looking for. All right. Wait, might have been on the wrong site or something. I don't know, man. I was. Oh, well, hello.
Man, Rihanna is right there to greet you, huh?
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Let's see. Yes, I do want to shop right now. And all of a sudden,
But right off the top, what I do notice about Fenty though is the body sizes. It's not just one size. I see, you know what I'm
mm,
saying, multiple sizes in there, which is a little bit different from Victoria's Secret.
I see. I see. You see. You're right. You are right. I didn't even catch that. Let's go back to Victoria's Secret. See, are they still doing the skinny girl stuff? Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. Hey, this is not serving like a good amount of the population. I think the US is like 70% overweight or obese or something like that. That's a big number. So how are
Yeah.
they thinking about this? Do they just not care? It's kind of like that guy, the Lululemon guy. Remember, he was fat phobic. He was fat phobic.
Yep. And that's one of the things that I've heard. And you're right about the number. According to the CDC, 73.6% of adults in the United States were overweight or obese, which is
Ooh.
a
How
majority
you
of the
like this lighting,
population.
Steve? Does that look sexy right now? This lighting coming in, or is it too dark?
Man, I think it's a little too dark, man. I
All
like
right,
the
let me fix
previous
my
one. And then
lighting. Let me
Bree,
fix my lighting real quick. I'll be right back.
I got you. I got you. And Bree said we still like Victoria's Secret, but Savage Fenty's okay. I see, I see. So guys, man, welcome to the live. My boy AB is just fixing his lighting. Happy Friday. Appreciate you guys being with us. Today we're gonna be covering Victoria's Secret. What do you guys think? Do you think that company is doing well? You think it's doing bad? What's the overall trend? Bree just said that she still likes Victoria's Secret. Okay. Royale Moon says, I love Fenty. She likes the quality better. Okay, okay. How about price? Are they like comparable? Y'all should do Fenty next. So, Royale, we did do Fenty. So, Fenty, just to give you a little bit insight, it is owned partly by Rihanna. However, a majority of it is actually owned by a company called LVMH, which is the same company that owns Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior. They own Tiffany's, they own Peloton, they own a whole bunch of companies. And we actually did cover them, and it's one of their lines under that. But yeah, so what do you think about price? Is price a factor, guys, when you're doing when you're buying lingerie, bras, things of that nature? Is it, or is it quality that you guys look for? Yeah,
All right,
oh yeah, all right, this guy's back.
but look, this is what I would say. Right, first of all, isn't the guy supposed to buy to the for the girl, or do they do their own lingerie shopping? I don't know.
So,
I think we need the fellas.
um, bro, it's awkward to shop for a female. You know what I'm saying? But once in a while, it's good, like anniversaries, this, you know what I'm saying, Valentine's, birthdays. But I don't know, man. And then we got some comments, right? So Bree says
Victoria's
quality is
Secret, the
most
best sales.
important. The best has to be honest, so I buy from them. Okay, so they have the best sales, and they do. I heard they just had their annual sale actually in June, so they have like two
Ooh.
times a year they do a big sale. No,
So
I buy
Royal
my
said, "I buy
own.
my own. Men buy the most uncomfortable things."
Dang, she put up the
Damn.
ropes, yo. Whoosh.
Damn.
Oh man.
All right, just give him the cash, I guess, or something. Just
Nah, it doesn't sound like she giving a cash. I think the man is required. That's what it sounds like.
well, no, she's saying when the men buy it, it's the most uncomfortable thing. So she don't want the man to buy it.
Oh, no, you're right. I mean, we don't know what we're doing. You're right. 100% right.
All right, Steve. You got you say you got a little bit of story to tell about the founders and whatnot.
Not much of a story because this got started by a guy, and I think it's 1970s, 1980s.
Roy,
Uh,
you talking about Roy Raymond?
yeah. But you know, I don't want to dive too in detail, but he ended up not being so successful with the business, and that eventually, actually, that he you know, he killed himself. Um, but the current owner is doing
So
really
wait,
well.
wait a minute. So we're talking. Look, we're talking right here. ended his life by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was last seen towards the bridge, and his body was found by the Coast Guard. Wow.
Yep.
She believed he had suffered from depression following a series of. Whoa. So he wasn't successful. Like it wasn't. He didn't see the success.
What happened is he sold the company, I think, about for $1 million or so, and then after that, he started a business. It didn't work out, and then he started
Oh,
another business, and then before you know it, he was broke. And then he was seeing Victoria's Secret at this time, which was acquired by the new owner, and they were thriving.
damn.
So it's a sad situation. You lost money and your
Whoa.
baby that you created, you know what I'm saying, is doing really well. And I think that probably
That's
led
kind of
to,
like the McDonald's brothers in a way.
yeah, but that one is a whole nother topic because that founder is a little crooked, man. You ever seen that movie? That
That's
McDonald's
a great
movie?
movie. Yeah,
That's beautiful.
founder. Yeah, but
Yeah.
McDonald's. So yeah, I mean, so the name. I was looking up why they named it Victoria's Secret. Did you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a very interesting story.
Yeah. So they were. So he said he was first of all he got inspired to open it because he was embarrassed to purchase lingerie for his wife in a department store.
Yep.
Okay, so and then he borrowed 40,000 to from the bank family. Eventually started it, and with a Victorian inspired style, a reference to Queen Victoria. The name Victoria's Secret was meant to evoke the sophistication and propriety associated with Victoria era bourgeois, like fancy people,
Yeah.
while alluding to the secret underneath the clothes. Ah. When selecting the name Victoria for the business, he stated there was a couple hundred names we came up with, but only that one seemed to have all the elements for the character we were trying to portray. So, I mean, they had a good year, good first year, 500K. Um, who's this Leslie character that came in later? Is this the guy that? Oh
Yeah,
wow,
that's
this
the
guy's a
guy that's like,
billionaire.
yeah, it's the billionaire.
So this is the guy that took it over and blew it up, and the other guy died.
Yeah.
Whoa! And this guy is still alive at 87 years old.
He's still alive and is still making money. Actually, he just made just this year $2 billion on another venture with
No
AI.
way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy's killing it.
Oh, so he's the Bath and Beyond Works guy.
Hmm.
Wow. So in the 80s, double did blah. Man, that's sad. That's actually very sad.
It is very sad. And this is a second founder that we've covered that killed themselves. The U-Haul founder also did the same thing, if you recall.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he killed himself.
yeah,
There's another guy that killed himself.
guys. I
Um,
mean, at the end of the day, like you can't really get too caught up with money that you're gonna lose your life. I mean, you can always. Man, that's tough. Look, but look. He already had a bad feeling about the guy. Look at what I had
yeah,
when I
yeah.
met him. It was as if he met the devil.
Mm.
And this man is a billionaire. The other guy you're talking about, right? This Leslie guy,
Yes.
billionaire right now. And the other, wow. 6 months later, the business was headed towards the bankruptcy. Raymond contacted Wexner to discuss a potential sale in 82. After 5 years of operation, he sold the Victoria's Secret company from 1 million to Wexner with its 5 stores and 42 catalogs. Then reported to be grossing 6 million per year. A year after the sale, he stayed on president while working towards starting his new company. Man, he invested 850 into the new venture. Business suffered due to poor location. Da da da. Man, he can. Raymond secured funding to launch. But he was bought out to do financial disputes. So it seems like he kind of sucked as a businessman. and he was really frustrated by that. That's what
Yeah,
it looks like to me.
yeah, and I think when a company gets to a level too, it's hard for someone that started the business to scale the business. You might be good at starting the business, but to scale it even higher is tough. Um, and Royale, Kate Spade. So Kate Spade is owned by Coach, which is traded under Tapestry, and we're gonna do that tomorrow actually. So
Yeah, we
Bill,
thought we were gonna squeeze it in tonight, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do two in one. That'd be kind of a lot.
yeah,
But
there's a
yeah,
lot.
coach slash and Kate Spade is coming tomorrow. I
Yeah.
actually did look at it today. They're actually doing all right. But we're gonna get into their numbers. I actually did look at their annuals today. They're doing all right. Um, this is the guy. This is the founder of Victoria's Secret. that is there he is right there. All right. All right, Steve. Any other stories we need to cover about these guys?
Um,
Um,
no, no. There are some recent news, but I think we could cover that with the annual statement. Is that there's like a hostile takeover trying to be taken now with Victoria's Secret. This
really?
Australian billionaire is buying up a whole bunch of shares, and he's trying to take over the company. So much so, actually, the company has utilized what's called a poison pill. This is what corporate companies do, where they stop a company from taking over by allowing insiders to buy shares, and they give them a discount to buy shares so that the other person does not take over. So it's a pending situation right now.
Whoa. So you're talking about this right here. Victoria's Secret
Yep.
Board of Directors approved the adoption of a limited duration shareholder rights plan or poison pill to protect the
Yep.
best interest of shareholders. The strategy is in response to the substantial accumulation of Victoria's Secret stock by investment firm BBRC International.
Yeah, which is
Guys,
headed by.
remember we were talking about this yesterday
Mhm.
with the private equity situation.
Right.
I had no idea this was happening, but we were talking about this, like how these private companies,
Mhm.
they come in, they buy your company, they load a lot of debt on it, sell it, buy it, mess it up, lay off people. We were just talking about. I didn't even know this was happening. This is crazy. Out of
Yeah, this is
Australia?
why out of Australia, billionaire. You look at the founder. Yeah, this guy named right there, Brett Bundy, is the guy that's trying to do this. And Royale,
Wow.
that's a very good question. Was it sold to Coach or stolen by? Well, that's a good question. I think we're gonna cover that tomorrow.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yes.
address that.
Um, I forget what happened. But there was a lot of this private equity. There was a lot. There was a private equity play that took place with Coach. Also, they were old company. Yeah, but we'll cover with that. But I wouldn't say take over. But yeah, it could have been. But we'll have to get it. So this guy right here, Brett Blundy, $2.2 billion worth of net worth, is looking to take Victoria's Secret from the shareholders via some savagery of accumulating a lot of shares in
Yeah,
the open market. I'm assuming, right?
yeah, on the open market.
Yeah. So, guys, I mean, anybody can go to fidelity.com or vanguard.com and buy, I don't know, $1 billion worth of shares. I mean, isn't there like a regulation to stop this kind of thing from happening? That's crazy.
Yeah, so if you own, I think over 5%, when it becomes like material, you do have to, it has to be reported. And in this case, he's ramping up so much share. Because what happens is, if a person takes a lot of shares in a company, suddenly they have a lot of say in the company. They could appoint a director, they could have a lot of say and then steer the company in a different way than the current management is wants it to go. So they don't want that. Especially, I don't know what this guy's reputation is, especially if they don't like the person or they think it's not good for their strategy. And that's why they're doing this. It's called a poison pill. You guys could look it up to get more info. But yeah, that's what's happening right now.
It looks like this guy does it a lot. This ain't his first rodeo. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're not trying to make the private equity guys the but if there are
Bad
people out
guys.
there in the world that are some savages, private equity and hedge fund guys are probably at the top of the list. They are savages when it comes to this stuff, right? I mean, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
I mean, when
Um,
it comes to money, man, there's levels, and these guys, got a lot of money, got a lot of private money. They're well funded, and they can make a lot of moves.
look at that, Steve. Well, it's 13%. It's not even five. Look at this. Now he's up to
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm saying that
13%.
5% you got to report. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
but he
yeah,
he has, yeah,
13%.
13 is a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
when we looked at, I think like the owner, the founder and owner of Lululemon, he had like 7 or 8% of the company he founded himself. So,
Right.
and then we were looking at when we looked at LVMH, right? The guy
Yeah.
owned like 50% because exactly for this reason, guys. So the founder of Louis Vuitton, LVMH, that family collectively they own 50% of that stock, so that this kind of takeovers don't happen. And we even saw with Nike, right, Steve, when Phil Knight through LLCs and trust, and his son, he owns about 30%, and they own they
Yes.
have 6 out of the 9 voting rights when it comes to the board. So I guess Victoria's Secret, when the founder dies and it just becomes like this corporate entity, that's when nobody's really there to kind of like steer it.
Yes. Yes. And just to put it in perspective, right now, there's about, let's just say about 80 million shares of Victoria's Secret currently trading. And out of that 80 million, this guy, did you say what, 13%?
13%, yeah.
13%. So he had bought close about 11 million shares in this year. And you multiply that by the current stock price. So he probably has spent, how much is the current stock price right now? About
20.
21. So then
Ooh,
he has spent over, how much is that? Like 300 and something
yeah,
million?
yeah.
He has spent over 300 million acquiring shares just this year.
I guess us looking at these numbers, we're gonna try to find out why he's doing this. Is he seeing some kind of money in this? Why
Right.
is he coming after this brand? You know what I mean? And maybe like us in the chat, we can chip in and like we can go take over Victoria's Secret. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody
guys.
find your millions somewhere under the cushion or something like that.
For real, man. Yeah, y'all could invest with us. Profit report with AB and
Yeah,
Steve. We gonna with you guys. We gonna take over.
we gonna become a private equity out here one of these days.
Yeah.
Why not, right? Chat,
Why not?
chat.
Why
What
not?
y'all think? Y'all want to become a private equity owner with us? Drop a comment. But Steve, let's get back to the most important stuff, okay? This is probably my favorite show in the world. I
What,
I,
Victoria's
I don't
Secret?
watch a lot of shows,
Uh huh.
right? I don't watch a lot of shows, but if you were to ask me, hey, what is your favorite show in the
Uh huh.
world? I think I mean the content, the quality of this show, it's just amazing. Let's just watch a little bit of this show right here.
All right.
Guys, watch yourself. This show's about to start, guys. Move out of the way. Please give us some room. Stand by to send Katie. Katie's traveling. I need the band in position.
Actually, we can't.
I've got Candace standing by.
You ever been to the fashion show before ever?
Like at school.
In college, yeah.
Like, oh, that's Heidi Klum, right?
Yeah, this was the heydays of Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
This was like pre-internet. I mean, they're infamous for this. Like
Oh
this
yeah.
Victoria. Yeah, the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Like if you are a top model, isn't this one of the things you want to do? Isn't like being the top was like the biggest thing, isn't it?
I
Like
mean, back in the days, this was like it, bro. Like for
yeah,
models, I mean, that's what at least it seemed like. The hype was real.
yeah, like Victoria Angel, I think they called it them.
Yeah.
And like if you were a top supermodel, you would have to do this, and you get the, I think you get the wing at the end and all this other stuff. It was a huge cultural event. I think the who's of billionaires and Hollywood and fashion people, everybody showed up to this thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it
You
was
know, I,
huge back in the
I
days.
can't play some of these other videos, but you got like the weekend performing to this. Like there's a lot of like they have it's a big deal. It's a huge show. Um, but I can't play it because of
Oh,
the whole
because it has music.
copyright
Oh,
situation. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you look at it, I mean, this is like everybody performs on this show. Katy Perry, Halsey, whatever, all these people, Justin Bieber. Let's see, what is this? So they're still going on. I guess I think they brought it back. It went away.
this was last year, huh?
Yeah. Well, she even dressed up for the artist. All right. Anyways, before we get copyrighted, because this is the official song. But yeah. So Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, they got canceled in 2019, and then now they got back now in 2024. Prime got them now,
Oh, the
and
show. You talking about the fashion show, the Victoria's
fashion
Secret
show.
fashion.
Yeah, exactly. It was canceled 2019, so it took a little hiatus for about
Yeah.
5 years,
Yeah.
and looks like it's back now. What do you guys think? You guys, would you watch this Victoria's Secret show? Did you watch it last year? Did you used to
I mean, it
watch
looks like they're
it?
still doing the skinny models. They're not doing the whole body positivity thing. They're sticking with you know what I mean? That's what I noticed. Like it is not. Um, we got Savage over here. They got everybody's represented. Um, I'm not seeing that with Victoria. So I wonder if that affects their sales. Right? We're gonna get into all the sales, the
Yep.
revenue, the profit. We got the annual report pulled up already. Let's see what we got. Yes, all years it's on I watch. They may do one plus size every 2 years. Wow.
Every
Okay.
2 years, not even every year. And Bree says that that's nothing to binge on.
Binge watch.
I'm sure.
Brie is like, that became her favorite show too now. I understand. We understand, Brie. We understand. We understand why. But all right, Steve, we're ready to get into it. Anything
Yeah,
else we
man,
need to
let's do
cover?
it.
All right, guys, I got the annual report pulled up here. This is I think they're yeah, so fiscal year ended in February. So this is from February 2024 to January to 2025. So we're getting, kind of new data, maybe last 6 months or so before this
Yeah.
whole takeover thing. But all right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Um,
So it's based in Delaware. They have their corporate. It's incorporated in Delaware, and
so they have three brands in this company, Steve.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's Victoria's Secret, Pink,
Oh, okay. Pink is part of Victoria's Secret? I don't know.
yeah, and then this Adore Me brand, which
I
is kind
never
of
heard.
new. Yeah. All right. They have 880 stores all around the world. We have more than 500 stores in nearly 70 countries operating under franchise, license, and wholesale arrangements.
Oh,
Whoa,
interesting.
that's kind of big. Okay. So you can technically open your own Victoria's Secret store, maybe like outside the US and whatnot. Kind of
Yeah.
like a franchise, kind of like, you could open a McDonald's, maybe you could open a Victoria's Secret store.
Right.
Um, look like they acquired this Adore Me company back in 2022. Um, all right, let's get into some of their brands, right? We got intimate apparel. That's what it is. Intimate. That's the word. Intimate apparel brand.
Ah, okay.
Victoria's Secret and Pink, each complemented by an industry leading beauty business. So they got a beauty section to it. And then Adore Me, tech led digital first intimate brand serving women of all sizes, budgets, and lifestyle. Okay, so this Adore Me thing is more trying to compete with
It's a
Fenty,
little
perhaps.
inclusive.
Have you guys ever heard of this Adore
Right.
Me, guys? Yeah, let us know in the chat. I've never seen this. Adore Me. Is that Rihanna? I mean, what's her name? Who's the Russell Wilson
Ooh.
chick? Uh,
Oh, Sierra? Sierra?
Sierra. I
No,
thought
it's not
Sierra
Sierra.
for a second.
I mean, this is
I
also
don't.
seems like it's
I
going
don't see.
towards any women.
I don't see
I
the
don't
body.
see. It doesn't look like it's appealing to any other body types.
Oh, well, okay, okay. We got a little bit. We got a little bit of a
A little
situation over
bit,
here.
one person, right?
Yeah, but
But
it
Rebecca
ain't.
says I've
It
heard
ain't.
them.
I've heard of them, but I had no idea. Okay, Becca, got you. Owned by Victoria's Secret. They got bought by Victoria's Secret back in 2022. It looks like they're social. I'm seeing it here. I don't know what this is. Okay. So we got like an influencer trying on their clothes and stuff. Um, why the Adore Me hate? What was that? Okay. But I don't really see a lot of the body positivity stuff that they're talking about.
So you know what I
Nah.
noticed on the website where you were just at? I saw a plus size section. Like if you hit the back arrow, you see that. No, no, we go back again to where you were at Google. So
This
the third
oh
option, yeah, plus size set.
wow. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
they're not really pushing them on the when I open the website though, it's not really center. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's
It's
not.
still it's still in the back, but
It's
all right.
definitely not. It's not the first thing you see for sure.
No, that's not. It's not. It's not. All right, so we got Adore Me. We got Victoria's Secret, of course, everybody knows is a global leader in intimate apparel, renowned for an innovative fashion-inspired collections, including bras, panties, lingerie, casual sleepwear, swim, lounge, sport, blah blah blah. They got fragrances and body care. Is a timeless staple for sexy, glamorous, affordable luxury for women around the world. I don't know how you could use the word glamorous. I mean, affordable and luxury in the same word. But
Right,
okay,
that's a contradiction right there.
that is a contradiction. Pink is a lifestyle brand for young women, providing fun, vibrant collections. Yeah, Pink was it used to do its thing back then. I haven't really seen it. I mean, Pink,
Yeah, I
you
haven't
guys
seen it
still
either.
rocking this?
It
How
was
is
more
this
like
brand?
I was like college kids that I've seen
College,
rocking it, like
yes,
pink or
yeah, like
they're
the sweatpants with the pink across the
yes,
back on
yes,
the ass.
yes, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I remember.
That's yep.
Uh,
Same
I don't
here.
know. I don't know if we're allowed to be on this website. It seems like it's kind of little under. let's,
So
let's get back
Epstein.
to this. Yeah, Victoria's Secret China. In April 2022, we entered a joint venture agreement with Regina Miracle International, a company listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange to operate Victoria's Secret stores and related online business in China. Under the agreement, we own 51% of the joint venture, and Regina Miracle owns 49%. Since we retain control, liabilities and results operation continue to be consolidated in our financial statements. So they have to include them in here because they own more than 50%.
Yes, right.
Um,
But guys, do you see the importance of China? This is like the third or fourth clothing company that we've noticed. China is a big factor in their decision process. So much so that they have a joint agreement with a company in China
yeah,
to distribute their stuff.
yeah. And they're not just manufacturing anymore these days, guys. They're consuming now. They got the money to spend it on the consuming. We talked about it. Like they like American brands.
They do.
They really think like, I really have arrived in middle upper class when I got a American brand in my house. So, okay, let's see. Retail stores. U.S. by far like the most. Not even close. Um, but they went down in store count, Steve. They
Right.
went from 808 to 782. Canada, slight increase, went up one.
They barely got
Um,
any stores in Canada, though. I thought they would have more.
I'm telling you, Canada is dying.
What's going on with Canada? They don't like lingerie, or is it competition? What's going on with
I
Canada?
mean, I wonder if there's any correlation between how many lingerie people a country buys and how many kids the country like produce. I don't know.
Ooh,
I
no, that's
mean,
actually a good point, bro. That's I mean,
you got to do something to get the fire going.
yo,
But
there
I
might
think
be a correlation. I mean,
but it's probably the poorest countries in the world actually have the highest birth rate. So they're not buying lingeries in Ethiopia. You know what I mean?
no, but
Hey, we
listen.
got Tony in the chat.
Oh, Tony,
What's up, Tony? Welcome to the chat, guys. HJ, we see you. The one and only HJ, the Babil man is in the
oh,
house.
you know what? Hassan actually made a good point. I was just about to say that, but he said it before me. Too cold for lingerie in Canada.
Too
He said
cold for
that.
lingerie in Canada. They
You
need
ain't lying.
sweaters. Yo. Um, all right. It looks like I think
Adore Me.
we're gonna find out, huh? Go
No,
ahead.
I was about to say Adore Me only has 6 stores, so it's not big.
Adore me, yeah. But I think we're gonna find out like their digital play is where it's at,
Mm.
not really these stores. Let's see. I mean, look at that, guys. Look how many stores they close every year. They went from 24 stores to 29 stores to 49 stores. So retail is slowly just dying for a lot of these brands. And we're seeing it right here. Like I do want to like if one of these days have like a real estate week so we can get into some of these retail real estate and how they're doing with the malls, right? The Simon malls, those companies, how are they like dealing with this just online Amazon e-commerce, stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, this is also a reflection of the consumer. Consumers now have shifted to online retailing. Not a lot of people go to the mall as they typically used to do. So now, companies have less footprint now in malls, because that's what you used to see Victoria's Secret in malls, in very recognizable places. But as
Yeah.
you can see, they opened 24, closed 49, meaning net they closed 25 stores essentially. So
I mean,
they closed more than they opened.
you got your total up there, Steve. I highlighted it. Look how
Yep.
many stores they went down by. Almost
Right.
30 stores, in a
Right.
whole. So that's a lot of stores. Imagine how much rent that is. Like, so how does that trickle down to the realtors not filling these stores? How does that affect like how we even construct moving forward, right?
Right.
Even like the developers, like are they thinking about this and how are they designing retail? So it's kind of interesting thing. We're gonna, guys, we have theme weeks, right? That's a new thing we came up with. This week we're doing fashion, clothing, apparel, that kind of thing. Next week we haven't picked a theme yet, so let us know. I don't think we picked a theme.
Yes.
Right? Have we picked a theme? We haven't picked a theme for
We
next
haven't
week.
picked a theme. Tell us if we want us to cover food, airlines. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It could be tech. It could be whatever you guys want. We'll cover it.
Right. Tech, vehicles like cars,
Yes.
car brands,
Yeah.
tech,
Oil and gas, like
financial
whatever.
stuff, Chase
Yeah.
Bank, whatever.
Yeah.
Let us know, guys. We're looking for recommendations. Let's see. Let's see. Following table provides the number of our international stores operated by our partners. Okay, so it looks like this is going up. International stores operated by the partners. That's kind of an interesting little bit here.
So they separate their store into beauty and accessories, and then they have a full assortment store. So they have ones with just limited selection.
No, so this is by the partners. So store international stores operated by our partners, not technically owned by them. I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, but look at the store type though.
Yeah, beauty and accessories and full assortment. Yeah.
So
So I'm
some of them
thinking
are just specific only to beauty, so they don't have the full
it's
offering.
like you pop in, get your makeup, and leave. They don't
Yeah,
have the lingerie and the bras and stuff, and then you got another store that's like full. The whole lineup is there, right?
right. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so competitive strength, market leading brands driving growth. Um, North American stores, 812 stores. Digital, international, we have 575 international stores spanning Europe, Asia, Middle East, Africa. I don't know if Africa they got anything. I'll be so shocked if they have something. Can you actually fact check me on that to see if
Let me
there's any
see.
stores in Africa for Victoria's Secret? I would be
Are there any?
hilarious. I would imagine like maybe South Africa. That's the only country I could think of. Um, hey San, welcome. Let's see. Agile, responsive supply chain.
So there is a store in South Africa for Victoria's Secret. Only one. So you're right.
Only
And
one store in South Africa.
only
Wow.
one store. And then Hassan says, I almost feel like luxury retail still works. Regular people retail is not happening like that. Is this a thing?
Regular people retail isn't happening. You know what? I actually think the TJ Maxxes and the Marshalls actually do. I think they'll stay because those are like kind of a treasure hunt type stores where you go in there, you don't know what they got, and you're kind of excited to see things. Um, I don't know, man. I think maybe like a whole store, like the department stores might stay, and these brands might have little shops inside the department stores, but its own standing stores. I mean, we're seeing it like especially in the states, like they close more stores every year. So I don't know. They're not really agreeing with that. Why would they close it if they were making money with it, right? I don't
Kohl's,
know. I think actually Coles and those kind of places are gonna stay because people like the treasure hunting aspect of it.
so Kohl's actually is not doing that well though. Just to
No,
let
okay.
no, they're not doing that great. I think this is across the board, man. I know we're gonna cover more companies, but retail in general, I think.
But people, what are they gonna be? What people gonna do on Saturday morning then? You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta go to Target and then get their Starbucks and then
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I think, like you said, I think the TJ Maxx, the Marshalls might stay like those low budget friendly stores. I mean, even like thrift stores. You know, like for example,
yeah.
you know, Savers is a publicly traded company.
Savers is a publicly traded company.
Savers, the thrift store, is a publicly traded company that you could buy their stocks online. Like people think that's a non-profit. That's a legitimate business making money.
No way. That's so
Yeah.
crazy. I was going through Robinhood earlier, just looking at like what some companies. You're like, why is this company a publicly traded company? You'll be surprised, guys. Like what companies are publicly traded. Like they're, you're right. I didn't even expect that. All right, guys, let's look at some of these numbers here. Okay, so North American store channels represent our physical retail locations in North America account for 3.4 billion or 55% of our revenue in 2024. So actual physical
Wow,
retail stores is still more than little half. Half. Wow. And that's just North America.
55%. It's not fully dead. Okay.
Digital is 2 billion at 33%. So it's slowly catching up. And they
Yeah.
probably will have way higher profits if you order online than to go to the store, guys. So they will love it if they
Facts.
can just go fully digital and just you go to so but I wonder if like people care. Do you guys care in the chat? Let us know. Like, do y'all like to go to the store and touch it and look at it versus ordering it and returning? How does everybody feel? I think now people have fully adjusted to the e-commerce thing, right? Like getting 7 of it, trying it on, sending 4 back. That whole ecosystem has been like so well-oiled machine. I wonder how people feel about going to the store.
Yeah, but with such an intimate product like lingerie, you raise a good question. Do you feel more comfortable if you go to the store and, like you said, touch the material and stuff? San says she liked ordering.
I
Bree
like
said
ordering.
she likes both.
I think I like
Okay.
both. I think we're over it. We can buy a car sight unseen and feel comfortable about it. That's a fact. That is a
You're right.
fact.
You're right. That's actually
Carvana.
how I bought my car.
Yeah, Tesla.
Right.
I mean, I just saw the other day. I was on Tesla's quarterly call the other day, and
Yep.
Elon.
Oh,
So
your brother
this,
quarterly call. Look at you.
I was in there, man, listening to our boy Eli. What I mean, telling us the
Yo,
future. I'm a shareholder, guys.
yo.
Full disclosure. I own a couple of shares of Tesla, so I had to get in there and listen to my boy talk. But he was in there, and he said they just did their first autonomous delivery of a car that was purchased in Austin. So the car drove itself to the customer.
Wow. That's sick.
30-minute drive in Austin. It went from the factory and delivered itself to the customer. It was the first one. They took a picture with the guy and they put it in the annual report and everything. So, and Bree said she wants Tesla covered. So we might do a car week
Yeah.
next week, guys. Let's see if people in
Yes.
our chat agree. Should we do a car week next week? Yeah, I was on a
You know
call with
what? I
Eli,
wonder.
man. And my boy, he texted me to the side like, man, this shit is bullshit. You know what I mean? He was
He might be on the show next week. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he was on the teams on the chat like, yo, AB, man, these boys trying to sweat me.
Oh man. Yeah, I wish we could do
All
a
right,
poll in here.
I think we can. There is option to do a poll, but we
I'm
got
trying to
7
figure
viewers,
it
so
out.
let's just tell us, guys, should we do car week next week? Yes or no? Let us know. Let us know, guys, what y'all think about that. All right, international channels net sales account for 760 12%. So we got the split of 55 store, 33 um, website, and 12% international. So that's the breakdown on the revenue side.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, can you just
This
go up
is
real quick? I just saw merchandise. Just want to see what it
yeah, I
says.
read this and it was kind of it wasn't nothing.
335 vendors. Okay.
The
That's
largest
a
of
lot
which
of.
accounted for approximately 12% of our purchases by spend.
Compared to the other companies we cover, they have a lot more vendors.
Well, I think they like mentioning like every single vendor.
So
Oh,
it could
well,
be.
we said we purchase merchandise. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Hmm.
lot.
But I'm sure like if they did like the whole breakdown like Nike did, like 50% is like top 5. And they probably ordered like a little cap from one vendor and they considered that a vendor. Because being like in supply chain, I know how these things
No, I get what
normally.
you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they're being more specific.
Yeah, they're just kind of I kind of been through this. This is all I always love this. Like everybody says it's highly competitive market. Everything is highly competitive. You ever seen every company we look at?
Of
Oh man,
course.
the industry we're in is highly competitive, guys. It's highly competitive. Um, let's see what other interesting stuff we have. We employed 31,000 associates, 18 of them part
Wow.
time.
The majority of them are actually part-time employees.
So I think this is when Valentine's Day, Christmas. I'm sure that's when they do most of their stuff, right? 70%, 76% work in the stores. Model engagement. What is this? Huh. Wait a minute. At Victoria's Secret, our values define who we are, including treating everyone with dignity. To support these values, we have established a compliance process here in particular, which applies to all of our associates and third party participating in photo shoots, public relation events, fit sessions, and other internal meetings where models are present. I wonder if something happened where they
Oh,
had to put.
oh yeah. So I don't know if you heard, like a lot of their executives have been in trouble for talking to the women
Wait a
and
minute.
doing a
That's the
little.
kind of stuff we're here for, Steve. Where's the tea, baby? What's going
Yeah,
on?
man. A lot
What's
of
the tea? Who? Give me a
executives,
name. We gotta stop this whole thing right now and Google some of these people.
executive like sexual
Victoria
harassment.
Secret exec. Wait a minute. Exec allegations. Let's see.
Yeah, like hostile work environment.
Angels in Hell?
Hmm.
Misandry? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is what we talking about?
Yeah, it's one of the many things. Yes.
Appropriate. He tried to kiss models. Okay, look at that. He asked them to sit on his.
What kind of yo? That's wild, dog. Yo, sit on my lap. Like that's crazy.
Man, isn't like Trump and all these guys were going to these shows? The
Yeah.
models aren't in the cubicles. They're not in the cubicles.
They ain't got no seats.
Yeah, like these guys, a lot of them they be going to these fashion shows and stuff to pick up chicks and stuff. Like it's a weird thing. He
And then
touched one's crotch ahead of the.
and I mean even the guy, the owner of the company, like he has association with Epstein. You know this
No
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute, Steve. You've been like gatekeeping this stuff, man. This is the
No,
juice
we're
that.
covering financials, man. I
Nah, man,
don't
this is the
know.
juice. This is Freaky Friday, baby. We in Friday. We trying to hear some of the juice, baby. We already know they're not making a lot of money. Okay, like breaking news, guys. They're not really that. They're not doing so well. But this is the kind of stuff we came here for, man. Let's see what we got. Um,
Yeah, Les Wexner was associated with Jeffrey Epstein.
Victoria's Secret owner L Brand settles workplace sexual harassment claims. It has committed to spending 80 million on new DEI policies. Hmm. Um, particularly female models. The suits Wex. Oh, so they name him.
Hmm.
And former chief marketing officer Ed, who retired in 2019. Wow, so they settled. That's crazy. I did not know that. So, cause I was like, wait, I caught it. I'm like, why is this like in the middle of the damn thing? Shut the stream down. We need gossip. Exactly. You know, we need some the drama, man. This is what people are here
Yeah.
for.
So Epstein was his personal money manager for Les Wexner, who is, you know, who's the owner of Victoria's Secret, or a founder per se, and he had like significant control over his finances, and they had a very close relationship.
Oh, I see. Les Wexner, longtime close friend with convicted sex offender Epstein. Epstein was accused of using his ties to Wexner and Victoria's Secret to gain access to and exploit young women who he believed he was a recruiter for the brand. Whoa. Shareholder lawsuits allege Wexner failed to adequately investigate Epstein's activities and ignored the toxic culture within the company, which harmed the brand's value. By the way, Steve, where is Victoria's Secret headquartered at?
Let me check.
It's not in New York. It's in Ohio, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that
So
would
how
make sense. So that guy, he is based in Ohio, the billionaire. Let me see.
is that Victoria's Secret? Epstein's connection. Oh, I
Yeah,
think we finally found the Victoria's Secret.
yeah.
Stream over, man. We got it. We found it. We
Yo,
got HJ in the building. You know what I mean? He's breaking it down for us. I think HJ got it. Hassan is right. I think this is the connection that we're missing. It makes sense. The
it would make
whole
a lot of
yo,
sense.
they're all right there, hanging out in one room. All these girls flaunting and oh my god, this is crazy.
Oh,
Wow. Any more juicy facts about this or
I think it's I can see though people are liking this stuff. Look, the Kia says an Epstein Island. Hassan says
yes?
y'all see Epstein's Island. I haven't Googled it, but I've heard about it, but I haven't seen
Wait,
it.
let's see, man. This is crazy. So wait a minute. First of all, Steve, that guy, this is the guy that bought it from the original founder, right? And
Yeah,
that guy ended up committing suicide at the
yes, he did.
San Francisco Bridge. This is
Yep.
the dude right here. This guy,
And this guy, when the original founder met this guy, he initially thought he met the devil. That's
he
what he
met
said.
the evil. Yes, the devil. Whoa.
And then now there's a connection with Epstein. This is very interesting.
I think we gotta. I mean, now I support the company that's trying to take over Victoria's Secret. That hostile takeover we were talking about.
Unless he was a billionaire too. We don't know if he's associated. All these
Yo,
guys are Epstein.
yo. That's right. He's trying to be the next Epstein. That's why he's trying to come all the way from Australia to do this. Oh shit! Shit gets
Yeah,
thick, man.
it
The
does,
plot is
man.
getting thicker. Whoa.
Yo, you know though, like we were talking about, right? What a better recruiting tool for Epstein though, to act like he's working for Victoria's Secret and lure these women. Like that's I wonder if they really did set this up to as a ploy. But yeah, that's crazy.
He was relatively unknown until he started managing this guy's money.
Wow. So look at that. That's the start. And then later, this guy Lex, later on, he
Wait,
accused
your mic went
him.
out, Steve. Your mic went out for a second. Go
Oh,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying later, Lex Wessner accused Epstein of like stealing millions of dollars from him. I don't know if that's fugazi though. Later on,
Wexner.
many years later.
Wow. Nah, man, this guy is evil, like the founder said. He called it back in 1980 something. He saw this happen in 1980 something, and he probably did him dirty. That's why he jumped off the bridge. Yo, we gotta take this company. We gotta take this company away from this guy, man. We can't have this. Let this guy. Guys, what do y'all think? Guys, what do y'all think? Should we keep digging into this drama or should we go back to the finances?
Hassan says money
Man,
laundering, but with girls. Why was Trump in pageants? I mean, Trump was in pageants. You're right. He used to sponsor the American pageant, right? Like every year. I don't know for how many years, but
oh
he
yeah,
was
you
the
you
main
you see that
sponsor.
famous video of Trump and Epstein standing together, pointing at girls like, "Oh, she looks good." Have you seen that video? That's a creepy video.
No, no, I haven't seen that.
Oh my lord, that's a creepy video. But we're gonna go down the wrong rabbit hole. Let's see if we can stick to this guy. But look at
And
that, man. He
Rebecca
was.
said he's looking like Lex Luthor, which is right. He definitely is. And then King Dan, I think might be an associate for Epstein because he says free Epstein.
Wait, but Steve, did he sell this
Um,
company now? Did he sell it or he still owns? He sold it already, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the current status is. I think
He
they
doesn't.
from what I read, it looks like it was part of a bigger company, but then they steered it and then now made it its own company.
Wexner built L Brands, a retail marketing conglomerate, including Victoria's Secret, Bath Body, da da da. Previous brands that were spun off include Lane Bryant, Abercrombie and Fitch. Um, I think
Let
I
me look it
don't
up.
believe he's mentioned in the report in any way, shape, or form. So I don't think he owns a majority stake because they would have mentioned him in here.
Yeah, let me find out.
Okay,
I think it was
guys.
spun off. I think it was spun off.
Yeah, I think it was spun off.
Yeah, so it looks like he separated the company from Bed Bath and Beyond at
Mm,
around 2021, and then made it a separate company.
okay. Yeah, look, Rendsburg, Ohio. That's where Victoria's Secret
Yeah,
is at.
yeah,
I mean, you would think they would be like in LA, Milan, New York,
right. I never even
Ohio.
heard of that part of Ohio. Do you guys know where that is?
No, never
Reynoldsburg,
heard of it.
Ohio.
Oh my goodness,
No.
man! Wow. Um, I don't know if you want to get into the whole risk, Steve. Um,
Is there any juicy risk? I mean,
no,
a
I
lot of
think we
these
should get.
companies state minimal risk.
Yeah,
No lawsuits
properties.
though.
No,
You
I
didn't see
didn't.
no lawsuits,
Well,
AB?
I don't think
I'm
so.
surprised there's no lawsuits.
I think I saw a
Especially with their
lawsuit.
execs being in, having sexual harassment allegations and all that.
Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Let me see.
Yeah, guys. While that's happening, let us know what theme you want us to cover next week. This week we're doing clothing, and next week we're trying to see if we should do vehicles, cars. Cover Teslas, the Fords, any other cars, or we could do food. We could do tech. We could cover a whole bunch. Let us know what your preference is. Kia says, "What's the connection with Epstein and Trump?"
That's
Like,
not on the stream.
yeah, for real.
That's not relevant. Sorry, Kia. We can't get into that. We're not trying to get canceled over here. Um. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. We got the properties. Okay, we're getting into some of this money. Let's look at the money. I mean, here we go, Steve-O.
These graphs, these guys be doing a terrible. Like, one thing we admired about LVMH is they had a beautiful annual report, man. That it was on point. Look at this graph, bro. They can't even give you no color. But all right. So if we look at the straight line with a looks like a square in the black, that represents the stock of Victoria's Secret. So if you go all the way from 2021, which shows on the left side, was at $100. But if you notice, it just goes dips, 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 and then in 2024 it hits almost the lowest point, about $50, and then now it looks like it's rebounding a little bit at like maybe 60, something like that.
Yeah.
But then now when you compare that with S&P 500, and we've said this before, that's like the standard investment that people typically tell you to make. Hey, just invest in a S&P 500, which is composed of like 500 companies in the public stock market. If you compare that, so if you invested $100 in S&P 500 in 2021, your $100 would be 150, as opposed to if you invested that same money in Victoria's Secret, your $100 actually would be only like $60. So you would have lost money if you had invested in Victoria's Secret.
And this the third one with the triangle. That's consumer discretionary distribution and retail index. So
Right.
that is comparing Victoria's Secret to other similar type retail businesses, right? Not just clothes, but similar type of. It's an indexy. So even in their own category, they're sucking.
Yes.
Right, they're way underperforming even in their own category. S&P has tech and other things, so you might say, oh, it's not fair to compare
Right.
them to Google, etc. But even when we compare them to their own industry, not doing so well. So um guys, yeah, it ain't gonna be, just sit tight because we're not gonna be looking at some nice numbers here. I don't think it's that bad as like Nike and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Mm, 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 mm. I'm trying to get to the numbers, Stevo.
And Kia said, let's do Tesla, please. I'm interested in buying a Tesla. Yeah, you're the second person. Bree said the same thing. She wants to do Tesla. We're definitely, so it looks like we have two votes now to do vehicles. If you guys are interested in for us to do that, keep your votes coming.
All right, Stevo, let's get into the financials here. All right, Stevo, break it down for the people. So what are we seeing here? What are we looking at?
So these numbers that you see is in millions. I'm actually surprised they got that much in sales. 6.2 billion? Wow. That's actually surprising. Has 6.2 billion in sales, and then cost of goods sold and buying. Oh, and occupancy. They put that in there too. So that's essentially how much it cost them to manufacture their products, and then their gross profit is $2.2 billion. And then after that, they had expensive about general administrative. Those means essentially like the people that are working in the office or the people in the store, the sales associate that is helping you and all that.
Warehouse guys, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. I think they will go in there too, right?
yes, yes, they would. But after that, their net income, so operating income was about 310 million. After that, they had some interest expense, which is related to they had some debt. So that's what it means. So just interest payments alone, they had $86 million in interest payments.
$86 million in interest payments.
Yes.
So that's how much interest did you pay, Steve, this year?
Yeah, and guys, that doesn't represent the principal because principal you're not allowed to deduct. This is just
Right.
interest. And then other laws, we don't know what that is, but then their net income, which is pure profit, they made 169 million. And if you notice the trend, like it looks like in 2022, they had a decent year because they made 338 million. And then 2023, 160 million. I mean, that might seem like a lot, but guys, when you compare to the other companies that we've seen, this is small potatoes right here. This is little, especially as big of a brand that they are, like Victoria's Secret, like the name and the recognition that they carry. This is not a lot of money.
No. And I mean, guys, we're talking about, net income. We like it to be like 15, inching to 20%. That's the kind of numbers we're looking at. So if we do 169 over 6 to 30, Steve.
Times 100, that's 2.7%.
Oh crap, I messed up. But
0.027, yeah. So it's
yeah,
2.7.
yeah. I just wanted the people to see. 6 to 30. We're gonna multiply this by 100 to make it into a percent. 2.7%, Steve.
Yep. That's very small.
I mean, that's crap.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Matt, go ahead. You know what? You explain, and then I'll say it after.
I mean, this just tells. I think this what tells me like they're not charging enough for the stuff. I think that they're, you know what I mean, like they're. If you're gonna do this, like Walmart does, like low margins like this, but they sell like $600-700 billion a year, so that makes sense when Walmart does it, even though they're operating in low margins. But when you're a clothing brand, like we saw, Lululemon, their net profit was close to 20%,
Yes.
something like that, 18 to 20%. So this company is doing 2.7% of net income. I mean, that is just so bad. Like their their gross margin, I mean, it's 50%. I don't know if that's a good growth margin or not, but then like their their administrative cost is high too. It's just once they pay everybody, they don't have a lot left. Only 2 point. Guys, imagine if you sold something for $100, you only kept $3 of it,
That's what I was about to say too. You gave the same example. Yes, that's a good point.
right? Imagine you're like, damn man, I did all this work just to make $3. Like, and that's basically what happened here. You lost your lighting, Steve O, so you kind of went dark.
Did I? What in the world?
Um, but yeah, this is probably the worst net income ratio we've seen this whole week. I don't think we've seen 2.7 anywhere.
No, we have not. And do you still have the website up, the Victoria's Secret? I was just
Yep.
curious how expensive or cheap their products are.
What do you want to look at?
We could
You want to
go.
look at lingerie, what they're known for? Let's see.
Yeah. How much does that cost? 79.95. So, ladies, if you're in the chat, is this expensive? Like, and compared to like Fenty or whatever else that you buy,
Yeah.
is this comparable?
Let's see.
Oh, Rebecca
Uh,
says they're fighting lower price brands. Right.
lingerie. I don't know. I don't want to do all this. But
What in
bra
the world? They're
size,
asking you all that? They can't just give you a price. This is crazy.
triple D.
Yo,
Yeah, I gotta get my birthday. What's going on?
nah, this is too much. They
What?
can't just give you a price. What? You gotta give a zip code? Are you
I
crazy?
guess. Whoa.
No, that
Whoa.
sucks.
Maybe Rihanna might
Come
give me some. Let me
on.
see. Oh my
Nah,
God.
I don't
Every
like Fenty.
time.
Oh, I don't know if people get annoyed with this, but I thought they could just give you a price, like medium, large,
Oh my
whatever. You know
Lord.
what
Come on. I need to put my birthday in? What is that?
I mean? Yo, why do they need your birthday to give you a price? That's insane.
He lost me right there, man. What the? Maybe the
Yeah,
sports one doesn't need it.
that's
Oh
crazy.
my Lord. All right. Well, we can't. All right. Bree's saying that's normal price.
So
70,
it's
80
normal price.
bucks.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like, I mean, that's not a lot of material. The gross margin should be good. Like,
It's barely
it's
anything.
just, it's just a little something, something. So why are they not profitable?
Yeah, that's a very good question. That is a very good question. I wonder why. Yeah, it cost them a lot to make
Can
it.
you please Google like
Uh,
what's a good gross margin for like a clothing brand? Because they're operating at about
say
50% gross margin here. Um,
no, it's lower than
39.
50%. 3.9.
No, I'm saying the gross margin. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a
the-
good gross margin is between 50 to 70%
for clothing.
for a clothing, yeah, clothing brand. Which is actually very
All right,
high.
I mean, so they're right there at 63%. We're not talking about
Where are
gross
you
profit, right?
getting?
Are we
Yeah,
talking
so
about gross profit?
yeah, so you have,
Oh, you talking about gross
yeah,
profit?
but
Okay.
that's your gross profit is the same thing as yeah,
All right. 6 to 30. 36%.
36 low. So their cost to make these products. But the interesting is they also have occupancy in there, baked in there.
Right. And
What
cost of
is
goods sold. Does it say how much they
yeah?
spend on annual show? Becca, I don't believe they never really break down like specifically how much they spend for that show and all that stuff. Um, that would go into this administrative general cost. Um,
Yes,
but yeah, I mean,
and they're not taking on that cost fully by themselves. So it looks like Prime has taken over. So I think they are getting help from Prime as well on that. So that's not a cost. They're fully eating themselves.
All right, so let's kind of finish up here. Looks like revenue is pretty much flat, right?
Yes.
At 6.2, 6.3 is hovering around there. Um, they were able to squeeze out a little bit more over here, about 5% in 2022. I don't know where that savings is. Looks like administrative in general was pretty lower, so they were able to get a higher operating income here. Yeah. So it looked like
And
they were.
just to,
Yeah, go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
No, mine is a point about something earlier. After you finish, I'll say it.
Yeah, so it looks like they. I don't know. I mean, they might have laid off people right here, or like when you are at work and they cut you, like the manager cuts you because it's slow, right, guys? Like, you're there for 8 hours and they cut you at 5 hours, or they say, oh, we're gonna do this two people instead of three. All those little things add up, guys, and this is where it shows up in the general and administration expenses. So your managers and supervisors, if you work at a retail store, they have certain numbers they gotta hit. When they say I gotta hit my numbers, they're talking about this kind of stuff. So they're giving them percentages, and actually their bonus is tied to how much expense they're running on. So each store, don't really get mad at your supervisor. I know that it sucks getting cut. Like, damn, I was counting on that money. What I mean, to go on a cruise or something. But but this is where it shows up, guys. So you see, when they tighten it up, they can it can turn to millions. You see, it's 348 million versus 165. So that's half. Even though the revenue kind of stayed kind of flat in a way, but yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on what he just said too, from a strategy perspective, when they're cutting people, that's the easiest thing for a company to do. Like if you don't know anything, it's like, oh, all right, let's cut headcount. We have 100 people making $100,000. Bam, we just saved $10 million. That's easy to do. So you notice anytime a company is struggling, the first thing that they typically do, even though that might not be the issue, is they slash headcount. Boom, and then suddenly the stock goes up. But the other thing I want to mention is one of the reasons that their cost of goods sold is so high, besides buying occupancy, and I was just looking that up, is part of that cost is also their store cost in the malls or other places. So it means the store rent and stuff like that they're paying must be astronomically high because, like AB said, most of these lingeries barely have any materials. So from a quantity perspective, I don't know how good of a quality it is, but as far as the quantity of it, these are lingerie. It's not much material on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to cost you a lot because we've compared other luxury brands like Lululemon,
They
Nike.
should actually be making a killing, when you
They,
think about it.
they should, because with like raw material, with one raw material, you can make like 10 lingerie,
I
bro.
mean, come on, look at this. I guarantee you, this costs $2 to make. Like with material and labor and stuff,
Yeah, no, for
like
sure.
Vietnamese and stuff, like
Yeah,
there's no way this costs more than $2-3.
yeah.
So what was I think, Steve? But do you think they're making a mistake by putting rent in there on cogs instead of, it's supposed to be an operating? Usually that's what we would.
This is different. I've never seen it.
I've never,
I don't
yeah,
know why they're doing it that way. I'm not sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
usually,
yeah,
guys, you don't see that in there. So now it makes me curious what the administrative and store. They have a lot of expenses. It looks like.
yeah, they have a
Just,
lot of expenses.
yeah, just in like in cost of goods sold plus administrative, they're spending 5 point something $billion. Like
I
that's a
mean,
lot.
look, look what's left.
Three
Only
ten.
300.
Dang. Yeah. So they got a lot of expenses. They need to somewhere. So you know what? Maybe okay, now this is making sense to me. Maybe this is why this other guy wants to acquire the company. Because if I was an investor right here, I look at this, I say, hold up, this is fixable. You got 33% of your sales online. You got 50 something percent in physical. He might double down on the digital, cut some costs, probably fire a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? Save money that way. Maybe go to Vietnam or whatever else that they need to go to. So I could see why somebody would want to invest. They might want to optimize and then make money.
Actually, yeah, you know what? That's actually a good point because when you actually look at their revenue, it's not that bad. I mean, to bring in $6.2 billion, um, I mean, like what
Good.
Lululemon was bringing in 10, so they're not that far off. Like, um, from like just selling lingerie, which is like a tougher, it moves slower, I would imagine. Like, I don't know, but bras and lingerie and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, I'm actually, yeah. So if you put on your investor hat, you're saying, hey, man, look, they're bringing in 6.2. They're mismanaging the expense side of this,
Yes.
and that's why their profit is 2.3 percent. If I just even improve this by 10, 20%, I'm easily gonna gain hundreds of millions of dollars for myself.
Yes, 100%. Because if you see their revenue over the 3 years, they've been consistent. They haven't really seen any huge dip.
Right.
6.3 billion in 2022, 6.1, 6.2. And then mind you guys, they only sell, their demographic is only one. It's just women. Like they don't, I don't know if they, do they sell, I don't think they sell men's stuff. And like AB said, they only sell like underwear, panties, like perfume. I don't even know if people buy the perfume. Oh, they got activewear nowadays.
Yeah, they
Okay.
got activewear in here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what sleep pajamas say. So, Steve, are you saying that you want them to start a men's section so you can buy something for you?
Yo,
I
yo,
think that's what I just heard.
yo.
That you're like,
You know
wait a
what's
minute,
funny?
I'm trying to
You know
show
what's
more
funny, bro?
skin. Like, you know what I'm saying? You trying
No,
to.
no, no. You know what's funny? So the way that this company got founded is that the guy went to a department store and then he couldn't find no good, underwear for his wife. That's how the company started. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, where is the men lingerie? Like, where is, you know what I'm saying? There's no male. Like,
Yo,
what's up with that?
wait a minute. Let's Google this. Is there men lingerie? Wait a minute. Man, I don't even know how to spell lingerie.
LIN.
Is this C?
Where? Hold on.
Oh, G. That's why.
Yeah.
Is that French? Oh man, this is. Wait a minute. Hold up.
They do have men's lingerie? No way.
Yeah.
No. Yo, this sounds like a French company too. Look at that. Oh,
Oh my God. What?
what? Oh, what? Yo. Nah, this is not what I was thinking.
Wait.
This is not what I was thinking.
Wait a minute, bro. This thing exists?
Wow.
Whoa. Maybe we need like a sexy week, you know what I mean? So we can really dive into this stuff because now we can't go too far over here, man. I'm sure Kia all of a sudden is like super active in the chat. I feel like he's gonna drop.
Hassan says it's for the gay community. I don't know if it's just for the gay community. I wonder if straight people also rock this. I don't know.
But Steve, let me ask you a question though.
What?
If there is men's lingerie, would you ever wear it though? Would you ever wear men's lingerie?
If it looks good? If it looks good, hell yeah, I'll wear it. I don't care.
I don't know,
What's
man.
lingerie though? But let's define, right? We can't have obviously like what we just saw right there.
That was lingerie. That
Nah,
was
that's too much. Like, nah. I can't do that, bro. Nah, bro. No. Oh God, no. Oh my God, no.
Yo. All right, that's enough of this.
Uh,
All right. Let's get back to topic.
yeah.
But ladies, would you want your men
That's a
in
good question.
lingerie?
Yes, that's a good question, actually.
Does this turn you on, or what do y'all think, ladies? Because Steve was recommending, if he says if he takes over Victoria's Secret, that's first move number one.
Not first move, but you know what I'm saying? Number three, number four.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, that's a good point though you brought up about the guy trying to take over because he might see opportunity. He's breaking it down just like how we breaking it down. He say, wait, we might be able to make some money on this. Because yeah, we've never seen profits this low. And I guess when you think about it, like, why is there so much expense?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just selling nothing basically. It's like 90% not like it's 90% body, 10%. You're trying to cover the least amount
Yeah.
of stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's what their brand is like. Barely anything, essentially.
ooh, that's a good brand name right there. Barely anything. I can see you.
Oh,
I
look at
like that.
that, man.
Barely anything. All right. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. I think Steve, look, I think us and the chat, we can put together a couple $100 million and we should buy this company. It looks like we're ready to go. Guys, what do y'all think? Should we do this?
I like it. I like it. I like it.
All right. What do we have? Becca said, guess that market is there. I don't know. All right, Steve, I'll use your favorite report, the balance sheet.
Balance sheet. Balance sheet,
You see
guys. So
anything
this
interesting here?
shows they have $227 million in the bank. Inventory. It's a lot of inventory, right? Account receivable was the money that's owed to them from wholesalers and stuff. Inventory, they do have a good amount, almost $1 billion in inventory, but it's a little bit lower than last year. So they're doing a better job in managing the inventory. So total current assets, they got about 1.4 billion. Property and equipment, what do they own that? I guess some of the property. And then that operating lease, we always said that this is not a real asset. So I'm not even going to touch on that because
Yeah, we
it's
already
not
beat that.
valuable. And then they have,
Yeah.
yeah, goodwill means that they have acquired a company back in the days. Maybe I don't know if maybe they acquired. Oh, they did acquire. What's that one that we
The
just mentioned?
company I
Is it
told you, yeah, the one we spoke about earlier, yeah. They just
Yeah,
acquired
so they
that.
acquired that company.
That was back in
Right,
2022.
right.
Yep.
So as you can see, guys, this is where you notice also trade names. So the name Victoria's Secret itself is so valuable that it's listed as asset, as along with Pink and the other one that they own, that it's valued at 281 million. Mind you, now it doesn't represent the current value, the brand right now. That's another reason as an investor, this guy can look at this company and say, hold up, the brand name Victoria's Secret is huge. And it's really not representative on the balance sheet that it's worth more than 281 million. You know what I'm saying? So that's another value as an investor that somebody could see, be like, hold up, if I
Yeah.
cut cost, this brand name is good, boom, 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 I could do so much. So total assets, they got about 4.5 billion.
But I think, why not just like start Victor's Secret? You know what I mean? Like Victor's Victoria. Like, yeah, you could just you're recommending to start Victor's Secret, right?
Yo, Victor got a secret too, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Straight up, yo. That's hilarious. An account payable, we got about 419 million. Accrued
That's a
expenses,
lot for them.
yeah, it's a lot, but when you compare it to their I guess their annual income, it doesn't even really represent. It's not even 10%. So it's not. But you're right, like it's
Oh,
a lot, but it's not when you compare it to their, because they made 6 billion in revenue.
yeah, but their cash is. Anyways,
The cash is not a lot for sure.
yeah.
So one thing that they, and I mentioned this before, is, one of the things that you could quickly do is divide total current assets divided by liabilities, and you can see if it's over one, meaning we have total current assets, you can see, hey, can this company pay its immediate like debt quickly? It's like, can I pay my bill right away? Like, am I able to sustain myself? And that's a quick math that you could do. You could do the same thing with total assets over total liabilities as well, just to see
So
the
you want
long
the total
term.
assets to be higher than
Yes.
total liabilities or current liabilities?
No, so there's different ratios, but the one that you look at in a short term is current assets over current liabilities. Over
Okay.
the long term, you look at total assets divided by total liabilities. But in both
So
cases, it looks like they're over one because
they are right.
1.4.
So they don't have to, go into bankruptcy or something like this.
Yes, yes. But one thing you're gonna notice is like when you look at tech companies and stuff like that, their total asset, like the current assets, is way higher than their liabilities. So that's attractive as an investor. It's like, yo, these guys got so much money, like they could pay their bills for
Or
years without
something
breaking.
valuable that they have that they can sell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, if you have $1 million in your bank and your mortgage is only $2,000, you essentially could just sit on your ass and not having anything to do, and you could sustain yourself. So just think of it like that. If you don't have enough money in the bank, though, you can't do that. All right. So, damn, is that
Look
11?
at this number.
Woo! That's big. 11 billion.
1.4 billion. Sorry, I got my cursor right here,
Oh,
man.
is that your? Oh, I thought it was 11, bro. I was like, that is crazy. All right, it's 1 billion. All right.
Even 1.4 is a lot though for them.
It is. It is. So these are leases that they've agreed to, but in this case, it's long-term leases that they've agreed to. They essentially are liable for this. This might be for some of the stores, some of the manufacturing facilities, maybe that they rent out, distribution centers. But yeah,
It's mostly the stores. So, I mean, I guess, we're not talking about real estate right now, but if you wanted to break your lease, it's not easy to do.
it's not. It is not.
With these commercial people, if the store is struggling, you might have to pay out the lease and get out.
The separation fee actually sometimes is even higher than if you just
The
fulfill just.
remaining of the lease,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's very expensive. They make it really hard to get out. But one positive thing though is their debt is actually not bad. Only 973 million. I know that might seem like a lot, guys, but these guys are generating $6 billion over the past 3 years consecutively. And that debt is only about 15%. So think of it like this, right? If you make it $100,000, but then you owe a $15,000 credit card loan, that's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? You're making 100,000, you're carrying 15 grand. That's really not that bad. So that's actually pretty good for this company. They don't have a lot of liabilities.
I think Steve was like really interested in buying this company. I
I am.
think
I'm actually more optimistic about this company the more we cover it. Okay.
um anything else you want to look at? This is equity stuff. We never really get into this cash flow.
The only thing I wanted to see if they have any lawsuits. Really, that was the only thing that.
No, we didn't really see anything
No
lawsuit.
lawsuits,
No,
huh? That's crazy.
no.
Okay, well that's good then.
Mm-mm.
So, guys, in case you're just joining now, this company right now, a company from Australia, is owned by an Australian billionaire, is taking a massive stake in Victoria's Secret. So much so that the company has instituted this strategy called the poison pill, which essentially means they said, hold up, we're not letting you buy no more shares and allowing current investors and insiders to purchase the shares at a 15% discount. So what they don't want is this guy to take over and then kind of steer the company how he wants. So, and it's right there as AB is showing it. But typically, companies like, this Australian billionaire don't just go and buy a massive amount of shares in a company. Typically, they do this if they see if the stock is underpriced and there's a future potential gain to be made. They're not just buying it to just buy it. You know what I'm saying? And he's taking a 12% interest. And we said approximately he spent about $300 million in buying up stocks. And they literally just stopped him because he was trying to acquire more shares.
Look at
So
this. It said for nearly 3 years, BRC acquired stock in violation. So he's been at it for 3 years.
It's incredible.
The retailer said the investment firm failed to file forms required under Hart Scott Rodden. I think that's what you were talking about. That I think you say if you're gonna acquire a certain amount of shares from a company, you have to report it. They've made
Yeah,
corrective filings that will permit the firm to acquire nearly 50% of Victoria's voting stock.
that's crazy. So do you see what it's trying to do? It's trying to
It's
stir the
trying to,
flames.
I think it's trying to fire the CEO, and the CEO doesn't want to hear it. It's probably like, yeah, you guys suck at running this. You're sitting on 6.2 billion that's coming in, and you're not profitable at all. Why is that? A poison pill is a way of deterring investors from amassing enough shares to take over a company. In light of the circumstances are consistent with the fiduciary duties, the board determined it was necessary to adopt the right plan. Oof. Who's this Donna James person? Who's the board? Um, Man, this is, imagine the conversation they're having in Ohio
With Donna
when this
James.
guy's.
So this company, Victoria's Secret, one positive thing though is it is run by a woman, and it looks like the chair is also Donna James. Sounds like a
But
woman's name.
they look like they've been in talks with this guy though. It says has been in talks with BRC representing its owner for the past 3 years. We value Blundy's input as a shareholder and look forward to continuing our dialogue. However, the retailer pointed acquiring controlling interest in retail companies and recent launches of lingerie sleeper. Oh wait, so they launched their own thing. Oh, look at that! This guy already is in this business.
Mm.
So he's trying to get the biggest brand in this market, and
This
he's
web,
doubling down.
this website looks a little gimmicky, no?
Yeah, it looks a little sheeny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, the price. I mean, this is our. I think this is an Australia company.
Oh, okay.
Prices are,
It got better now.
you
I don't know
know,
why the website opened up like that. This is better layout now.
yeah, $50 versus 75. Victoria's Secret. Okay. Blondie also founded Bras and Things in the 80s and eventually sold it to Hans Brand around for four. So this guy's in this business.
Oh, so he knows
He's
what
in this huh?
he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. I think that he might get him. He might get him.
Yeah.
I think he might get him. I think that yeah, he's seen it. I mean, I can't think of any brand in this space besides Victoria's Secret. Like, I think I'm misspelling the person. What are we talking about? Donna James?
Yeah.
Uh, Victoria.
And another interesting thing is the current
Oh, we got black woman. Oh, wait a minute. She's the
oh wow.
president and chief executive officer of a law firm, and
Oh,
she's on the board with Victoria's Secret.
President. Hold on. Does it say chief executive officer? What?
Well, but because like they have day jobs, right? That's her day job, and then she's the board of directors.
Oh, of Lardon and Associates. Okay, sorry. So she's the CEO of the law firm. I see. Okay.
Yeah, this law
So
firm.
she's a chair of the board and member of the audit committee. Oh, okay. So she must have some
But she's
financial
also on the board of other companies, public company directorships.
the company.
Present, the
Look, you guys.
Hartford.
So currently, that's the only company that she's a board member.
So this is the lady that can fire or hire the CEO of Victoria's Secret and all that. Well, she's with the
She
vote, but she's the
can't
head.
fire her directly, but yeah, she's the head. And
She has
another
a lot of
interesting
weight.
thing is she does have a lot of weight for sure. I mean, the chairman has a lot of weight for sure. But the current CEO, her name is Hillary Super. What's interesting is, so she's been a CEO since September 9, 2024. Guess who she used to work for?
Epstein.
No, she was the CEO of Fenty.
Ah, okay. Wait,
She
who's the
has
person you're talking
a
about?
company. Hillary Super.
This one? Okay. All right, so
Yeah,
there's a
so
lot
she
of
used to
women on the
be.
board. I mean, damn, it's damn near everybody on here. Wait, oh, Lulu's fashion line. I thought that was the Lululemon guy for a second.
Pepperidge Farm is on the board. Like, why they have a food company on the
So,
board?
guys, these are the guys that together is trying to protect um Victoria's Secret being taken over by this Australian guy. So they're in the boardroom and they're having meetings and they're assessing what do we do with this guy and all that stuff. So this is the CEO right here. So this is the head of Victoria's Secret. She just got this gig. It looked like 2024. Yeah, before that. Oh wait, they got her from Savage Fenty.
That's what I just said, guy.
My sorry, I thought you said Fendi. Fendi, sorry, my bad.
Oh, got you. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, man, she's damn.
She's
They
been in
stole
the
her from
space.
Rihanna. They stole her from Rihanna. Look at that.
Yeah.
And then this company, okay, so she's been in clothing this whole time. That's interesting. But she was not a CEO before though. She was I don't know if she was a
Oh, she
CEO.
was a
Oh
CEO.
yeah, CEO. Yeah, okay. Wow, only for a year though. Wait a minute, this
And then
lady
she was a
kind of
CEO.
she's kind of sucks. So what's going on? She was CEO for 1 year over here. Bam, she leaves over here after a year. Like
At least though, we could see there's a jump. She just jumped from one to another,
a
quick.
bigger company. Yeah.
Yeah, bigger
I mean, she
company.
jumps ships every
No,
single
they
year. Like,
misspelled. Look at this. They misspelled it. They called her Chief Executive Officer at the top for Victoria's Secret.
oh Lord, this guy's
That's
looking
not a
at
good
all this
look.
stuff. He's like, I'm cutting everybody. I'm cutting everybody. I'm
Yeah, for
taking.
real. You don't even have your CEO's bio all together. Chief Executive Officer.
Hassan says she's a job hopper, not good for her. Yeah, not good for her resume. I don't know,
But
man. This
listen,
lady,
she's
she
still
might just
good.
dip after a year. She might have one of those people that have two, three jobs. You know what I mean? She's doing it remotely.
Yeah. And let me tell
Yeah.
you this. Even though she's a job hopper, though, the board hired her. So might be an indication on the board not doing a good job as opposed to her. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that hired her.
I mean, look on the board. We got a former CEO of Foot Locker.
Yeah.
So these are not some. She might
But
be
they
the
have random
only.
people like Pepperidge
Yeah, they
Farm, like that food,
isn't that
you
food?
know.
Yeah, I mean, they should be having like fashion people. Like I don't know.
Yes.
Why do they have this law firm lady over here as the director? I don't think that makes sense at all.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe they can't get people to be on their board. They're on the board. All right, Steve. We're gonna do our last bit of chat. Chat. Let us know what y'all think. How y'all feeling this stream?
San says she's on LinkedIn sharing articles, congratulating her
Victoria.
team.
Victoria's Secret stock. Any questions about this? Anything y'all want us to cover on Victoria's Secret before we wrap up tonight? You know, last thing we do seems like a tradition now. We're gonna go to Yahoo Finance
No finance.
and we're gonna look at the stock
What does it say? 1 year target. I can't see it.
2209.
2209. Earning
So
per
they're not.
share $2.08. It's like close to what Nike's making.
Yeah,
Um,
253. Yeah,
yeah. PE ratio, which I've mentioned before, is indication of like how expensive the stock is. 10.33. It's actually cheap. So that means
cheap.
like underpriced. Could be underpriced. Let's just say that. But that's low multiple.
We already looked at this. Yeah, I mean the revenue just stays about 6.2, 6.3.
It's been
Um,
consistent
yep.
analysis. Let's see.
Ooh, oh, not that great. Mm.
We
A
got
high at 31. So most people are not bullish on this.
But you know, so average is listed as 22. So if we go by that, it's only it's a small,
50 cent more, 60 cent more than what they're predicting.
right?
So the
But
analysts are saying this is not really a big buy. It's more of a
no,
hold,
yeah,
underperform, sell.
yeah,
Yeah, very
majority.
few recommendations on the buy.
Yeah, there's not a lot of strong buys, a buy and a hold. Um, I will tell you guys though, man. Personally, this is not an investment advice, but I would say actually that Victoria's Secret might be a hidden gem, and I would I would take a little bit of position in this company after reviewing this. I really would. I think there's some potential in it. You know, the company is still making a good amount of revenue. Um, their biggest cost looks like is like them operating these retail stores, and they have these other expenses that are not related technically with the business. The business still seems like it's popular. The show is
Yeah.
being brought back on Prime. Now, you know, they just did their show. They brought, what is it, Tyler? She's on there, you know what I'm saying? Their products are still, people like it. Like, people still rock with Victoria's Secret. And for all those, and it doesn't have a lot of debt, like I mentioned. Guys, man, I'm actually very optimistic about Victoria's Secret.
Let's see. Let's see. Are you saying
All right, prep next section. Prep next
there's
section.
people strumming around in undies is gonna make you money?
Outfit and Jordan. Those are the
I
only
think
ones
they
I have.
might.
After the break, spend a night with us in Paris. Only CBS.
And do what you wanted to do. I saw Leticia, I saw Stephanie, Tyra Banks.
I don't know,
Giselle,
man.
Rihanna.
I don't know. Like the revenue being flat,
Just so beautiful.
the revenue being flat all these years, I'm not feeling that. They're not growing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like retail is going down. They're closing all the shops. I mean, I guess they're trying to go after the digital thing.
Hmm.
But when they get to digital, there's already other people in place. The Fenties, they have a deeper connection with the crowd and everything like this. So you have to understand, like, um, Victoria's Secret stock is down 50%. That's what Hassan is reporting. So, um, when I look at it, right, like the Fenties of the world, they're like already there. People are already used to it. So, Steve, like for us, okay, we're like of age where this brand like is we know it, but I don't know if you ask a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old if they know this brand is they gonna vaguely think, I think I know this brand. I don't know if they're really
You think so? You don't think Victoria's Secret is recognizable to a
a
young
younger
person?
crowd. I
You
don't
don't
know,
think
man. I don't think so because like you have to understand we grew up in this era. But these brands, like I said, they might take them 10 years to die off. It's a slow thing. Let me see what their revenue has been the last 10 years. Actually, hold on. Victoria's Secret.
But it's only going to be you only be going to be able to see it in 2021 because it used to be under Bed Bath and Beyond, so they were in a separate company.
5 years.
Hassan, you're right. You're 100% right.
The
But
competition is coming. What's stopping Lulu going to this space? Yeah, yeah. It looks like 4 years of no growth, slight dips. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not so convinced. I'm not so convinced. I think that it's because having the people is probably more important than anything else these days. And like these influencers have the people. I mean, didn't Kim start something too? Skims, or was that just makeup?
not sure.
Yeah, wait, Skims. What is Skims? Yeah, by Kim Kardashian. I mean, look at this, bro. Like This is Kim Kardashian stuff. Shapewear, swim. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's not in the lingerie business, but it's close enough. Swim, shapewear.
But if we do this type of comparison, there's obviously competition, a lot of competition in the clothing industry
Do
in
you know what
general.
Skims is worth though? Hold on. How much is the market cap for this company, please?
What, Victoria's Secret?
Yeah.
1.72 billion.
That's all?
That's what I'm saying, man. This company is underpriced, dog.
Yeah,
How
but
is the market cap 1.72 billion, but yet they're generating $6 billion in sales
wait, I
every
just
year? That, like, bro, this
oh
company is
man,
underpriced.
where I just saw okay, look, but Skims valued at 4 billion right now.
But that's private company, right?
Yeah.
Private company valuation are a little funny, but that's still impressive.
Man, hold on a second. So they're not even doing a billion in revenue?
You see what I'm saying?
Hold up. How the hell? But this is where this is where like valuation is so crap, bro.
It is private valuation, guys. It's also there's not a lot of it's vague.
So it only did 713 million in 2023.
So let's just put this in perspective, right? This company made $713 million, but yet it's appraised at 4 billion. However, Victoria's Secret makes $6 billion, but yet the market cap is 1 point. Do you see the disconnect? Do you see where there's
Yeah.
undervalue?
Hmm. Maybe.
So Hassan says I wouldn't buy it. They're holding these shoes the same way Nike hires celebs. This is an old advertising model. I feel the celebs like Rihanna have to have the company now. One thing I would say about though her company is like AB just literally just tried to find out the price, and it was a painful process right there just to find out the price of a product. Like you had to put a zip code, all that. Like I don't know, as a consumer, that's not a great experience. Um, and again, I say it again. I mean, they're generating $6 billion. Victoria's Secret, it's not
6.2.
dead.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. I guess this is up in the air. Steve was saying it's he likes it. I'm not so convinced. Um, I'm not so convinced. We'll see. We'll
You
see.
know,
Maybe like this is where we can come back in a year later and check on some of these predictions we're making, some of these thoughts that we have. We can kind of fact check ourselves and be like, "Oh, see how we did, right?"
yeah,
All
and
right,
there's a
everybody. Who's
famous
in the
quote
chat?
by
Who's in the
Warren.
chat? Drop your name. Who's in the chat? San, Bree. Who's in the chat? Let us know if y'all want to find out anything else about this brand. Um, Pretty much it's alive, it's kicking, it's doing numbers, it's doing revenue, $6 billion.
Yeah,
Their profit is really bad, 2%, 3%. That's really, really bad. Their expenses are super high. So I guess this investor is trying to come in and trying to see if he can make it profitable since to make some money. Yeah, I can see the argument that Steve is making, right? If you can come in and clean it up and even get to 10% or 15% to profits, yeah, I mean you're looking at a massive, massive jump. Okay,
and
Bree says all
that's what
covered.
I'm betting.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm betting on. And then there's a famous Warren Buffett line that says, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." Just remember that. When
Well,
the hype is real, that's when actually you should pull back. When the hype is not real, actually, that's when you should be like, "Hold up, what's going on here?"
bro, honestly,
He
I
said,
think like,
"He throw some
yeah,
money in the stock. Let's revisit it in a year." Yo, Hassan, that's a bet. I am gonna throw some money in the stock. You're gonna see it,
it's
baby.
it's cheap. It is cheap. It's like 20, $30 a pop. So it's not. I mean, you throw 5,000 on it and see what happens. It's not a bad way to move.
Their stock is cheaper than their bras, bro.
Yeah, I think Steve is
It
gonna
really is.
gonna. I think he's gonna start Victor's Secret and sell it to Victoria's Secret. You
Yo,
might have to start the
I'm
men
telling you,
line.
I'm telling you. I think women should consider. I'm not giving investment advice, but before you buy another bra, look at the stock and be like, yo, should I also perhaps, do I think this is a good investment for me as well? And really consider it.
Yeah, but their stocks cannot hold them tight at night, though.
If it's making money, if it's making money, you'll give them a hug, dog.
You know what I'm saying? How can you say that? Okay, then nobody. They
Yo,
not.
there's
It's not
barely
gonna
any
keep them warm at night.
dog. There's barely any clothes. This ain't keeping nobody warm, dog. Nobody.
No, I'm saying, but it's a way to keep the man
Well,
in the
true.
bedroom.
Fact. Fact.
All right, guys, who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Who's watching? What's going on? What y'all think? This is the breakdown of Victoria's Secret. What do we got tomorrow, Steve-O? We're doing Coach, right?
We got Coach. It's the same So Coach Kate Spade. It's owned by this company called Tapestry. So they own
Yep.
both. I don't know. They might own other brands as well, but that's what we're covering tomorrow, man. Come through, visit y'all. And then for anybody that's rewatching this, man, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free also to message us on the page or whatever. If any company you want us to cover, let us know. Appreciate you guys, man, for
Yeah. Give us some
watching this.
feedbacks. Give us some comments.
Yes.
And then I was thinking for Sunday,
Yeah.
we could do like a summary of what we did this week. Like kind of take on like, okay, we did this, we did that, we reviewed this. What was our takeaway from like kind of like this industry, right? What are some of the takeaways? And kind of do a chill stream that way,
I like that. That's a good
So we can close the week and start a whole new week on Monday with a new. And then it looks like we're picking vehicles next week.
Yes, I'm excited for that, man. I'm a huge Tesla fan myself, so I'm very excited about next week, guys.
Yo, I want to do a Tesla versus Toyota. This is my theory. Okay,
What?
this is my theory. Hassan knows this theory. Tesla is going to take over Toyota in the next 5-10 years.
Damn, bold prediction, dog. I'm a huge Tesla fan, but that's a very bold prediction.
Steve, look. Oh man, we got fuck Tesla. We got fuck Tesla.
What's up with that, Hassan? Why you hating on
Hey,
my
Hassan
boy?
is a huge car guy. We might even have to bring him on just to give us some car. We can send him a link so he can come up and be a guest on one of these things.
Yo, you know what? That would be a great idea, man.
Yeah. Hassan is very opinionated about this stuff. So Hassan, if you want to jump on, we'll drop your link. You can come up and be a co-host.
Yeah. I'm a destroyer guy with the Tesla. I'm a huge Tesla fan.
Me and Hassan go back all the time. Like, because do you know the Model Y was the most sold car in 2023 in the US?
Yep.
Guys, I don't think everybody in here knows. I think in the world, right, Steve? I think in the world. Fact check me. I think in the world.
I don't know.
2023, the Model Y was the most sold car in the world. So, with no advertisement, with no nothing, with no big campaigns, nothing, just a word of mouth, just one guy on Twitter selling all these cars. So, imagine. I think Tesla is the future. They sold more than RAV4. Yeah, they did sell more than RAV4. RAV4. They sold more than RAV4. Yeah. And the tax credits. Yeah.
It was actually globally, in 2024.
Global, yeah.
Model Y was the best-selling SUV globally.
Steve, it's not such a crazy thing what I'm saying when you're looking at these numbers.
True. Adoption is where I think. But you know what? We got to cover this next week. So we got to leave these nuggets next week.
Let's end it, guys. Hey, shout out to everybody on Twitch. If there's anybody on Twitch, shout out to everybody on YouTube. We're gonna get into it next week on the cars. This week we'll finish off tomorrow with Coach. Sunday we're gonna do a recap show, a chill stream. Come in with your questions on Sunday, like, hey, you guys said this and da 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 on Tuesday about Nike. We can like just do a Q&A type of chill stream, guys, on Sunday. Okay. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Drop a like, drop a follow, drop everything, all that, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
all
share,
that.
comment.
Yes, yes. And thank you guys again for rocking with us. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Good night. Have a fun Freaky Friday. Get your lingerie on. Let's go. It's time to go. It's nighttime. Everybody get freaky.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right. Peace, guys.